Hi, this is my review for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. My review for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is that this game is very good and a lot of fun. But what I don't like about it is that, some of the major changes from the main games, Legend of Zelda games, like you visit a dungeon and you grab the equipment item from the dungeon, and then you beat the boss, and then you do exploration around the field or whatever. That's something I like. But this game, Breath of the Wild, it takes it a lot more than what it offered in the previous games. But there are some catch to this that you still so you still find equipment in the dungeons. You still find items in dungeons, enemies, bosses, but the equipments are basically not permanent. What I mean by not permanent is that they break. They will break upon certain amount of uses. So every time you find, they don't last forever. And unfortunately, it's not that big a deal for the equipment. Of course, some of the equipment will have buffs when they have, like, say, extra attacks or extra defense or whatever. Yeah. And I don't like the dungeon map of the game at all, because it's like Metroid map all over again. I was wishing it was just the original map from the Zelda series, not the ones that Metroid uses. I think the path they took for the map went far off than people would expect. The dungeons delivered quite nicely, So, yeah. And let's talk about the shrines. So, the shrines in the game, there are about 120 of them. And there's some extra with DLC. And every time you go into the shrines, it's kind of the same thing, but they're much smaller. And they don't always have bosses. And every single one of them would have different puzzles, bosses, and more. But all of them will be just one puzzle, one boss, or one of whatever it is. Now, I had a lot of fun doing the shrines, but the most challenging part of the shrines is finding them. Okay, so let's talk about the towers. The towers can be found in about, I don't know, 15, 14 regions in the game. But one per region. And they will help you map out the region. Going up it is like climbing a mountain. But when you go down there, you're able to use a paraglider. Now, my complaints at the beginning was the lack of paraglider in the beginning. I wish they added a option to let us fly in the very beginning of the game. The prologue stuff. So, yeah. And, let's see. Also, when you try to search for hearts in the grass, you're not going to find any hearts or rupees in the grass anymore. But you only get the rupees and hearts by defeating what's it by enemies? I can't remember. Anyways, actually, no. You eat things to gain health. I've come from apples, meats, certain veggies, whatever. And when you cook them, it can actually add a buff or add an extra amount of stamina refill or health refill. Yeah, we talked about the stamina refill. The stamina. The stamina has been. It's kind of like MP from the previous Zelda games. It's been changing ever since the new Zelda Link to the Past. It's been changing a lot. But ever since Link Between Worlds, it's now rechargeable. But now, since Skyward Sword is no longer a MP bar, it's actually a stamina bar. And there's no magical power anymore. Same for Breath of the Wild. So, if you think there's magic, there's no magic in this game at all. Let's see, what else? I do like the story. I do like it a lot. And it explains how we feel. I like it a lot. And I want to explore it somewhere, you know? And, let me see what else. I would like to, I'm sorry, my brain just lost my brain. What I get best inspiration? You don't know what's going to find. And also about the quote, what's her name? The real Force Fork from the Rainmaker. They came back, and they were hidden, well hidden this time. They're very well hidden, and you have to solve puzzles, or whatever, to reveal them. And every time you reveal them, you get a golden stool, a golden dang, whatever. And then whenever you're good enough, you can go to the big guy in the forest, and you can exchange it for an inventory upgrade. Give me a second. I just start recording and I didn't know it was so short. But anyways, I would recommend this game if you like Skyrim,